Alrighty YouTube, another one of Kip's clips. So the selfie stick and live streams away. I've got the HD camera out, and I was going to say tripod, but it's not a tripod, it's a monopod, I think you would call it. But anyway, splitting hairs here. So Dumbarton Castle, the entrance yet again. Let me see if I can just show you this. A bit more of a steady shot so you can see it. Now, granted the weather is nowhere anywhere near as nice. Hopefully you can hear me. I know there's a lot of wind and stuff. So this is the entrance that I will be going up. And there is the rock face. So let's get an idea. In the meantime, show you what I can see. See what I can see. So, that's it there. I've went all over this before. 1715 Jacobite Rising. It became a garrison fortress. Its impressive defences, bristling with guns. 1715. 2 years before the first central Grand Lodge of Freemasonry down in England. The Jacobite Rising was the monarchy's takeover of Freemasonry, I would argue, and the monarchy given the green light and help to do this via the Jesuits. It was the Jesuits' way of usurping Freemasonry, I do believe. That's my best interpretation of it. Important dates, key dates. St Patrick of Ireland writes to King Cedric of Strathclyde, reprimanding him for raiding his Irish converts. 1870 Vikings capture the rock after a 4-month siege. Took them 4 months to capture this. Wow. William Wallace captured by the keeper of Dumbarton Castle near Glasgow and sent to London. So back then even Dumbarton Castle was more loyal to the crown than the people. James IV besieged the castle, then held by rebellious Earl Lennox. Mary Queen of Scots stayed in the castle for 6 months before staying to France. Sorry, there's the dates up here. 1548, 1730, Major General Wade orders the wholesale refortification of the castle's defences. 1941, Germans bombs fall on Dumbarton Rock. Its first attack in 300 years. And I would say this wouldn't have played much significance in the war, maybe not in the war effort, but maybe more as a symbolic, if you get me. If I'm right between, if I'm kind of right between the monarchy in the UK backed by the Vatican. Because remember, all monarchies were subservient to the Vatican. So the monarchy in this country, backed by the Vatican, to usurp Freemasonry and take it over, defeat them by becoming them. Go and look at the Jesuit oath. Just throwing a few ideas out there. Anyway. Oh, my wee legs are a wee bit weary. Kid you not. Get more of a steady shot for you to see. There's the original wooden age facade. Turret. I think this is King James's or King George's. So let's go into the governor's house.
Hello.
Hiya. Can I get a ticket, please?
Indeed, yeah.
What time do you close at? 5?
5:30. So, what time are we on now? Yeah, you've got a good couple of hours. Thanks, thank you. Did you want one of our souvenir guides today at all?
No thanks.
Okay. And you're not a member of Historic Scotland at all?
No.
No. Depends what you get up to, but if you started doing a few sort of sites or wanted to start in a few castles and things, there's basically an annual membership, gets you free entry to all Historic Scotland's places like Edinburgh and Stirling are the big ones, but we've got 77 of them.
No worries. Where would I get that? What website would I check for that?
It's Historic Scotland, so that's the leaflet there. You can do it on site, so if you wanted to do it, you can do it today, you can get refund on the money.
No worries, I'll have a wee look and get back to you.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks a lot, cheers.
Okay.
Cheerio.
Thank you.
Right. Oh wow. Let's have a wee shifty in here. I don't know if you can see that, it's the elephant again. Let's see, what's it say? Lawrence of the corpse. God's price or shit. At Dumbarton. 1882. He's got a big ginger beard. Look at all these badges with the elephant and the cross. And the castle in the background. Oh wow, that is a cool hat. Wow, check that guys out as well. Need to bring those hats back into trend. I would wear one of those. Wow, look at that. Pair of scissors. Oh, shit. Carved from sandstone in the 1200s, this is the base of a cross slab. The head is now missing, but once lay over a grave. The scissors, like engraving, show shears. These may refer to cutting the thread alive. Wow. Wow. Touch rock. Look how old this rock is. Wow. This is a lower part of a gravestone. This lay flat over the grave of an important person that originally showed a cross with the interlaced design of a motif commonly used by early Christians. It is possible that following the interwoven lines aided. Look, You can recognise that. It's the Celtic cross. We'll go and read it in a wee second and there's some writing. Cross slab. This was the base carved over 1100 years ago. Grave slab fragment which traces 900s. Wow. Oldest. Touching history. Looks to me like it was like, see, just with the tapering, looks like that would be the start of a Celtic cross up there, but I may be wrong. Written reminder. The stone panel is part of an engraving found on the fireplace in the Wallace Tower. It was carved by a man held prisoner here on suspicion of Jacobite sympathies. The full text reads, taken March 24th, 1694, now 1704, prosecuted for Christ and mistaken, prisoned John Harrow, not forsaken. Wow. Prison graffiti. Prison graffiti from 1694. Well, that was pretty cool. I'll come back and read this on the way out.
I don't know. If not, if you need one. Yes. Not get the children. The other option, if you needed a pass that was valid every day, then you would keep it. Wow. There is a pass that does not have to be
there's the bit that came in. Outlooking windows at one point, which would make sense because they would look outside towards out towards the entrance. Now my mum read about this online and it did say there's lots of stairs, which I don't think I mind too much. Right, around the rock, make sure you explore the whole of the rock, following the footsteps of Dumbarton's former residents, soldiers, queens, Vikings and prisoners. F.E.A.R battery, venture out alongside the riverside defences to the F.E.A.R battery, where cannons once controlled the route up the Clyde. Makes sense. We'll go there. We are here, just came in here, so we'll do one, then come back, do two, do number, we'll do it anyway. So 2, White Tower Crag, climb to the highest part of the rock, 74 metre high, with 360 views across the Highlands and up the Clyde to Glasgow. Definitely need to do that, obviously. Guardhouse, Don't miss the exhibition in the 16th century guardhouse telling the stories of the castle's early history and links to Mary Queen of Scots. 3. That's the guardhouse just up there. Maybe do that first, that's the closest. 4. It's the bit well over there on the top of the 4. Cran Bastion. Clinging perilously to the cliff top, the bastion was built to raise stores of munitions up to the summit from the ground 61 metres below. And the French prison, one of the few structures still surviving high on the rock. This building once held French prisoners captured during the Napoleonic Wars. So right up there. 6. The break. On the slopes around the break are the remains of the ancient British stronghold, once the capital of Kingdoms of Strathclyde. Beautiful, where's that? 6. Up next to 7, which is the carefully designed to hold 150 barrels of explosive gunpowder. The powder magazine kept all the cannons around the rock ready for action. So there we go. Right, so what should we do first? 1 or 2? Let's do 1. Sooner I go and do it, the better. Now look, that's that with the circle bit down there, primed and ready. See? Look at that wee circle bit there. It's a bit in this picture. First the loader put in an explosive cartridge and the ball in the barrel to be rammed into position by the spongeman. The ventman would then insert a firing tube, check the aim and fire the cannon. A well-trained gunning crew could load fire a cannon under 2 minutes. Fast work considering what had to be done. It's the same here. King George's Battery, including the Governor's House, was built in the 1730s upon the site of the medieval gatehouse. So this is the building built after the Jacobite Rising, after the centralisation of English Freemasonry. Above right, the French prison was up on the Mirror Bailey, was built in the 1790s to house prisoners from the Revolution and Napoleonic Wars. These cannons are known from the Royal Armouries, are 12-pounders from the 1790s, named for the weight of the balls they fired. The maximum range was around 1600 metres or about a mile. Firing from the height of the castle, they could easily cover the distance to the far shore, controlling access up the Clyde towards Glasgow. By 1800, the castle had declined in importance from its heyday as a royal stronghold. The point of no return was surrender without resistance to Oliver Cromwell's army in 1652. Most of the fortifications you see today date from the 18th century. These threats, first by the Jacobites and then by the French, caused the Hanoverian governments of George II and George I to keep the castle in a state of readiness. And the Hanoverian... I think that's my membership that just fell there. No, my membership, the historic Scotland thing. So... hopefully you can hear alright. I know it's dead windy and whatnot. bar battery. Oh. So again, any cannons here, fire them in, controlling everything that goes up and down the Clyde. And there's the square of the bowling green. There's the square in which they do balls. And I've got this good camera out there now. You can see the Erskine Bridge, the two towers, and the Erskine Bridge. Right, let's venture on. Dirty Tina Turd, I'm Thomas Sheridan. You're going to get raped by Saudi Arabian sex robot units. Going to rape your little kids. Wow, man. It's like old styly castle. It's like a fucking castle wall. Wow, man. Right, it is a lot of stairs. But see, if you're taking your time, it's not as if it's like, they're not too steep. I know my mum was worried about this. Oh, and there, you can still see the rock. Fucking hell. See what I mean by it's like your old styly castle. There's like the poor castle wall. Sounds crazy, but it's not very often you actually see the castles of the films in real life. And when you're actually walking amongst them, all the reasons for the design, the engineering of them, the technology that was needed to know to build these things just comes apparent. Right. Here's another gun position here. Now if the cannons you've got a good shot can go a mile. The tide is out just now, remember. When the tide is in, it would look a bit more watery, but it gives you a good idea of how narrow the deep waters are around here. So any boats coming in and out, which is basically all the trade from east to west, because that's the shortest route from east to west in Britain, between sort of Glasgow and Edinburgh, kinda. That idea, you control everything. All the trade and all that comes up here. And look at this. Just goes all the way around, so let's get going. Oh look, and these are the ancient tower blocks of Babylon. They are the ones that are rumoured to actually have the same panels as the one in Greenfield. That's in the paper. They're the ones in Dumbartonshire. Funnily enough, from Dumbarton Rock, and it's Dumbartonshire. He's got one flag there. Excuse me, that's disgusting. Don't do that, kids. Wow, wee man. Hey, look. I'm touching volcanic rock, man. Hey, man, it's all volcanically and stuff. See, if I piss on it and then bottle it, I can then sell it for you like it's volcanic water. It's filtered through a volcano. Now drink it up, slaves. Just thinking how stupid we are to buy bottled water. digress. This is a wee light-hearted tour around Dumbarton Rock, Dumbarton Castle. This is me at number 1 at F.E.A.R Battery. Oh wow, and you can see this for obvious reasons. F.E.A.R Battery. Looking southwest, West Ferry, the southerly terminal for a ferry crossing to Dumbarton. One story tells of how James IV used to take the ferry to visit his mistress in Kilmalcolm. Renfrewshire belonged to the powerful Stuart family, key figures in the Wars of Independence. They eventually inherited the Scottish throne in 1371. During the 1800s and 1900s, the Clyde was badly polluted by industry, waste and sewage. In the last 40 years, the river has become much cleaner and salmon has returned to spawn. Lying back, Crannock, visible at low tide. This unexcavated mound of stones may have been a prehistoric settlement or staging post for boats. Wow, right, where are we? Let me see if I can find that. Right, so I'm aye, hold on. As you look out, so where's this prehistoric thing? There's 2, so it's just up. I can see it. Pretty sure. Let's see if we can zoom in. Let me show you how I'm doing it. We are looking for Langback Crannock, which is there in the water, which is just up to the right of that buoy and that buoy. It's not a buoy, it's a buoy. So there's the buoy, the buoy, there's the other buoy. So it's just up there to the right, there it's there. Let's zoom into this. Unexcavated. Could be a prehistoric. This will probably be more clearer on the playback than it is just now. That'll be pretty cool, eh? Timber ponds, a system. Let me see. Timber ponds, a system of rectangular ponds dating back to the 1700s for storing and seasoning timber from North America, ready for shipbuilding. Newark Castle, a splendid 15th century riverside mansion hidden among the cranes and sheds of Port Glasgow's waterfront. Sugar boat, the wreck of the Greek sugar boat Capitanias, driven onto its side during a storm in 1974. See if we can see that. I think I can see that. Right, let me see, I need to get my bearings. Sounds mental, but sometimes I can. Right, aye. I think that's it there. See there? I think that's it. And then if you want to see the castle, if that is indeed it, the castle is up there somewhere. I don't know, maybe it would be more visible on the camera, I think, than to my naked eye. Up there somewhere. Argyll, South Argyll was fought over for centuries. the Norse were driven out by the Lords of the Isles, who in turn clashed with the ambitious Stuart kings of Scotland. Argyll. Down there over the tree bits. You can't see it today because of the visibility. Better visibility, you'll be able to see it. And then you swing right over here. And you get the lovely fucking flammable up and. Right, so there you go, there's F.E.A.R battery. Let's bounce back. It's quite interesting. See that prehistoric thing as well, man, that was pretty cool. God, I've not fell yet. As you can see over the wall. Now down all these stairs. Even the noise of seagulls, those are quite pleasant for all of 2 seconds. That's the Spanish battery. So that must have been used to give the Spanish a battering. Thanks.
Okay.
All the way up, all the way down again. Jesus, Johnny. Still quite busy. If I don't lose my hat in the wind. Wow. I think that gives you some perspective how high we are. That's a normal man. So again, just you can see why this was so defensively important over the centuries. Hungry again. I was hungry. Right. Now let's go to White Tower. That's the highest part. So up here through number 3 actually, we'll go be through in the guardhouse kind of thing. And up to the left if we can make it. Right. Let's go to the left first. See what this way is. An agent of English King Henry V reported it was a castle strong and hard for to obtain. There's a picture. That's kind of the wall we just went across there. That's that kind of plateau. That's the kind of entrance, so that's a better idea of what it used to look like medieval times. There's an idea as well with the old medieval gatehouse. Aye, good idea of what it used to look like. The main medieval buildings were on the level ground between the two crags. That's where my name comes from. Crags, rocky outcrops. So Craig is kind of like, it was meant to be strong and whatnot, because anyway, crags, but very little survives today. The portcullis arch in the guardhouse secured the passage from the postern or back gate. The main entrance was at the north, near the remains of the Wallace Tower, a lofty 4-storey tower house. Local tradition has it that William Wallace was held prisoner in Dumbarton after being captured near Glasgow by Sir John Menteith, the keeper of the castle. James IV laid siege to the castle held by the rebellious Earl of Lennox twice in 1489. The first attempt failed, and the second was only made good when the giant siege gun Mons Medge was dragged cross country from its lair in Edinburgh Castle. James then chose it as the campaign headquarters for his numerous expeditions against the Lords of the Isles. The town became a bustling naval base. Main image, the castle from the southwest by John Siege, 1690. So that is the old medieval stuff. The portcullis arch and the guardhouse are visible between the two crags. Rocky outcrops, craigs, that's where the name comes from. The arch is there, and the guardhouse, I believe. That's the medieval stuff up there. Right, well, this is just a wee garden thing. Glad they came in though. I don't know how my battery's going to hold out, by the way. Well, I can always go onto my phone if this runs out. Hopefully I'll get to the highest point. If I don't get it all, it gives me an excuse to come back. I wonder if I've got my other battery in there. I don't think I have, stupidly. This is the guardhouse. I also didn't even empty my SIM card. Oh, fuck it. This is the guardhouse. This is the medieval arch. Fucking hell, man, that is a lot of stairs. So, these are the two natural rock formations. So this is a kill zone, so easily defendable. Portcullis arch. This is the medieval arch. Spanning across and onto, creating a defensive tunnel. Right across the natural stonework. Wow, it's actually quite spectacular to see this one. The arches back then even look like more vaginally than they do now. Right, that's showing you how the portcullis worked. So that's the gate for the portcullis, the metal thing that used to come down. If you look in there, you can see the groove for the portcullis. Fat bastards. So again, look how easily defendable this is. Anybody coming up there, it's a kill zone. Probably won't be able to hear anything I'm saying because it's getting dead windy. The house we came in. The bowling square, the green square of bowling. Oh you bastard! I fall upstairs. I fall upstairs. Wow man, the view. So you come up here on top and there's lots of pretty habitable land with lots of positions to rain down on the people below. Wind, really windy. Again, you just can't get, you really just cannot get good. Oh wow, wee man. This is king of the fucking castle material. Now you do know that this looks it's kind of this is the king of the castle place up here, man. And of course, what do we have? Height 240 feet, latitude 55 degrees, 56 longitude, 4 degrees, 33 west, miles feet. This is presented to it works by the London Dumbarton Fire Association. President, unveiled by the Provost. What do you have here? Alright, Glasgow University Tower. Look at all these things I've got. Glasgow University Tower tells you where that is. So there you have north, south, west, east, Now let me get you some good amaranth for this. This is fucking spectacular. Let's start with get a big stupid tail. So let me see if I can see that there. I'm going to look out west to America. I know that looks like west over there, but watch this. Daiz. You can come up here and watch the Dumbarton football team, no problem. Get cooked at sea here. Watch the football. See what else is happening. Hold my battery holds out. It's got a flag on the end as well. This is Dumbarton, that's the river Kelvin. Shit. Oh, it's Kelvin Grove. The Leven, leaving the river Leven, which was okay. Loch Lomond. So Loch Lomond is just sorting out the that'll be geographically oriented as well. Let's go back up here. Move on in the second side. Yeah. That's that. Don't fall down. Don't fall down. Some thistles. It's Scottish, is that? Holy shit, that is strong enough to take you off your feet. this point. Now let's go and seek some shelter. She sells seashells on the seashore. You know what I'm going to do? My camera is blinking a wee bit. I'm going to try and hold the battery for something of interest. Hopefully I've tried my best there trying to give you a wee walk along tour. I'll check in my bag and see if I've got my spare battery. If I have, I'll pop it in. All good. I'll continue with the tour. If not, I'll try and save what little battery I've got for some interesting things. Alright YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed that. Catchies!